pay attention before I even get into my little short sermon. All respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Aman. Listen. The reason why I bring you this book, The Destruction of the Black Civilization, it's clearly and it's true that we are under fire. But let me tell you something. I seen a video no more than 5 minutes ago, and that's what really woke me up, and I need to get it out of my system. I didn't want to go back to sleep. This video was disturbing. I mean, it truly was disturbing. I already posted it so y'all could see it. And if you've probably seen it already, it had over 1 million likes or 1 million views. I have to ask myself this question. 1 million views that a young man is giving out free Hennessy bottles. And I don't mean those small ones. I mean these big fifth. And how people are holding a bottle up and like they're so proud of it. They're so proud. But we so quickly to condemn each other. We so quickly to say we phonies. We so quickly to say that we fakes. We so quickly to say that you're not real. This is people with education who states these things. Who the fuck are we? Who are we? We don't want to hear other reasons. We don't want to understand other solutions, only what the ones we think in our own minds. I read a post from a goddess sister. The goddess sister was blasting. But I'm going to tell you something. When she was blasting the conscious brothers, including myself, I can put myself in this because it's easily to get lost thinking you know everything or you think you know everything. The sister was saying something like this. You're supposed to be conscious-minded. You're supposed to have all this wealth. But you keep talking a bunch of bullshit, but you can't take care of your families. You don't want to go to work. You want to sit up in the house, smoke your dope, drink your liquor, and go fuck anything that moves. I had to respect that. And when you go to work, you can't handle your job or the people at the job, so you quit. You keep talking about the black man, you keep talking about the white man and what he does and what he don't do. But the white man takes care of his family. The white man will marry his wife and marry her, make her feel confident, make her feel secured in her life. But all I see is so many brothers constantly being buffoons. You think you're a god on this earth, but in reality, you're fighting each other over small turf. I'm telling you, I posted that one up too. And when I posted that one up, I stated, read this. Truly read this. Because I had to put myself there. Now, I love my wife. I've been with my wife for 10 years. And I'm not trading my wife for nobody. I work very hard. And I do the best I can for my children. I'm not perfect, but I do the best I can. But when I read this video, when I read this post, at first I got slightly offended. But then I thought about it. I put myself and imagined, why is this woman talking like this? You see, sometimes we forget the things we do. We forget the madness that we create for ourselves. We don't want to take responsibility for what comes out of our mouth. We don't want to take responsibility for our actions that we do. We keep want to blame him, her, or them, but never want to blame ourselves for the actions we do or the actions we don't do. We always want to sit there and state, this black man is fake. This black man is not on my level. But everyone is sitting back stating, how much do you really understand the universe? Then you get people who states, you're not on my frequency because I'm beyond high. But you're still walking around on the streets getting high. Let me tell you something. When I seen this video, when the young brothers passing out the Henny bottles, the fifth, and everybody was shining for the little second they had, a two, proud that they was getting a free bottle. They had a line lined up. This was my black people. This is my black people. This is my black people. Are they buffoons? Are they buffoons? But the destruction of the black civilization always been for a long, long time. We're fighting to get it back, but we're fighting amongst ourselves to see who's going to rise to be number one. When in fact, you don't have to do that. Some brothers and some sisters talking about, oh, you phony. But how phony is one being phony if the desire is in their heart to want to study and learn about our civilization, about our ancient civilization? You learned. You didn't just get up and knew everything or known everything. You learned. So how can you sit there and state to someone else that they're phony? Why? Because you might know a little more than another? Just a little more. Because most of this stuff is common sense. If you just look outside and see the performance that our people is doing on a regular basis, knowing this, it's just a fraction to what goes down on a daily basis. Some of y'all even state, oh, you go to work from 9 to 5. But I got one for you. If it wasn't for the people who go to work to 9 to 5 and work 10 to 12 to 14 hours a day, how can you get your money off of us? We walk up and down the streets, we watch the videos, we see interesting things, we go by from our peoples. But it's us who go to work and help support you. We support you, but when we go to work, why would you disrespect us and say you don't have your own? I do have my own. I get up in the morning, I go to work. I might work for someone else. But in fact, I'm still paying my bills just like you. I'm still feeding my family just like you. I'm taking care of my wife just like you. Well, most of y'all, it's not true. But I'm still doing these things. So how are you better than me? And why would you think that you're better than me? Now we got our women. They believe they're more smarter than you, than me. They're going, hey. They're taking their emotions and abuses that they went through, and they have found an outlet to use it to sit there and go, I'm going to bash this man. Screw all men. I don't need you. Why? Because when I put myself with you, you just gave me your ass. Can you blame them? Can you get mad at them? You got to understand something, gods. Either you're going to do what you're going to do, either you're going to become who you're going to become. All this rhetoric bullcrap is just a whole lot of rhetoric. At the end of the day, when you leave this earth and put in the ground or being burnt to ashes and float either into the water or to the ground, make sure you made a difference so your family, your friends will never forget your destiny. Because the destruction of the black civilization, it is real. And to see and to hear all these things that truly exist, issues that truly exist, at times it hurts my heart to see my black people who is so powerfully enriched but so far from knowing, and to continue on battling other people of our same race and culture just to speak words to others that you can't reach. You cannot reach all of them. So someone else's methods has to be reached to people who can hear it. You will not be able to get everyone. It takes another person to be able to reach that other person or group of people. Understand this. It's over 60-something million black American people here in the planet. Here in America. So you believe you're going to reach all of them? No. You will not be able to reach all of them. But it takes different people from our culture to be able to reach them. Then there's going to be these people you cannot reach at all. They love what they do, but they do not know better. This is Chocolate AMUN-RA. Peace.